What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Coach Franco Breakdowns. Now, before we start anything, I'd like to answer a few of your questions. Now, when people ask me, what do I use for my podcast analytics, or how do I track my data? Well, I use Podmetrics. Now, Podmetrics is a free app, okay? It's very free, so you just have to create an account and then connect all of your podcasts in there, all the distribution sites, connect it there, and then it will do everything for you, okay? It will summarize, collect, and interpret the data for you. So, I mean, we live in the digital age, and data is very, very powerful and useful. So, again, creating an account is for free, so you just have to go to their website, podmetrics.co. Now, upon sign up, when they ask you for a referral code, just use mine. It's Coach Franco Says. It's one word. And then after that, it will unlock anything and everything that you'll need for your podcast. So please use it. Use my code. Be on your way. I wish all the success in your podcast, okay? So, bye-bye. What's up, everybody? This is Coach Franco, and we are going to break down another classic fight. We're going to go back to the year of 2008, when the very first URCC super fight was made. I think, if I remember correctly, this was at the A venue. So the fight was between Eduard Folayang and his opponent was Caloy Baduria. Now, Caloy Baduria is, of course, the bad boy of Philippine MMA. He was the in-your-face style kind of fighter, and he knocked out, or technically knocked out, almost everybody that he faced. And then he went up against the up-and-comer Eduard Folayang, a very accomplished Wushu national athlete. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, if I get my information wrong. So Caloy Baduria, if I'm mistaken, was the middleweight champion, and then Eduard Folayang was the welterweight champion. And then the people started talking and people started debating na medyo forums, okay? Like, people got heated in chat forums saying who was the better fighter, and of course the URCC always making sure that that they provide the answers, fought in the same organization, so why not make it happen? So the URCC contacted both fighters, and they both agreed at a catch weight. I'm not sure. It was like, it's probably around 170-ish or 175. Put your version of the story in the comment section. Let's all bring back the memories, and let's relive this fight. So, as always, the graphics back then. So this is the fighter's entrance. So Eduard Folayang represents Lakay Wushu. Caloy Baduria represented Elorde MMA. And who's that referee? Oh, yeah. That referee is referee Anthony Peñalosa. So as you can see, Lakay Wushu sporting the red trunks, the classic red trunks. The earlier versions of the red trunks were very, very shiny. I'm very happy that it has improved through the years. And true to form, the earlier stages of the URCC, you could wear a rash guard. So for this fight, Caloy Baduria opted to fight with the rash guard on. So this is the first round. They were really going at it. So, ayan, Anthony Peñalosa started, side kick by Edward, evaded by Caloy, and then Edward went for a takedown. This is your classic single leg and then over the top takedown. Very easy to do, and it's a staple amongst MMA fighters. So now Eduard Folayang inside Caloy's close guard, transition to open guard, and as you can see, the style of Edward even back then was relentless, high pressure, high volume punching. And one thing that kept Caloy on the ground was the constant pressure and the good base. Okay, the good base of Edward. He made sure that he was squared up. He was cutting off the angles for Caloy to stand up. And Caloy had very limited grappling experience. He wasn't really, training jiu-jitsu. He knew the basic stuff. So they ended up in half guard. They were reset. So now Eduard Folayang on top half guard, having that cross face. Now, one thing aspiring MMA fighters and current MMA fighters should look into this fight is the importance of guard recovery, the importance of knowing what to do when you're on the ground, knowing what to do if you're on the bottom position. See? So Caloy is doing something that is correct. He's trapping the arms, but Edward has better leverage. He's swimming his arms inside. He's framing on the neck. That is good. You're framing on the neck. You're delivering downward pressure. Good cross face, and this is something that I want to see more from Filipino MMA fighters. You have to stay active when you're on top position. Okay, so when you're in top position, you have gravity working with you. So all the punches that you will throw, whether they're big or they're small, is going to have an impact. So very good guard recovery here by Caloy Baduria. Caloy, with limited grappling training, knew how to recover guard. He knew how to create space. You see that? He was moving his hips. He was using his legs. He was pushing the hips away. Okay? A lot of fighters I see, they're just kicking upward. Walang direksyon na sipa. At least in this case, 2008, okay? He knew how to he knew how to recover guard properly. Okay, placing his foot on the hip, rotating his hips, squaring up again. But Caloy just kept Edward kept the pressure on. He was attacking from different angles. He was just raining down punches, and now he's able to pass the guard into side control. Watch that, people. Another thing that I want everyone to learn, please. When you're attacking from the ground, okay, there's no rule set that you cannot knee the body. So utilize that rule, okay? You can knee the body. You cannot knee the face, or you cannot knee the head, but you can definitely kick or knee the body. So again, good control by Edward. Caloy was able to push, but look at that amount of pressure. Oh my God, ang ganda ng timing ng suntok na yun. That was a perfectly timed punch. Good control over one leg, maintaining his distance, punching distance. Okay, this is not just, oh my God, that was good. This was an awesome fight. Sorry, got derailed there. Ayan, so Caloy trying to stand up, framing. Again, so for the MMA and Jiu-Jitsu guys out there, this is where your technical stand-up comes into play. Diba? It's a very simple drill. It's a very simple move, but in situations like this, it will come in handy. So Caloy is not really doing much. He's just pushing. He's just fending it off. But Edward is just raining down punches. And then referee Anthony Peñalosa decides to stop it. Caloy has had enough. Edward won that fight fair and square. Well, knowing Caloy, he would definitely be out there. He would want to go down on his shield, but it's pointless. If I was the referee in that fight, I'd probably do the same. Caloy clearly disappointed. Pero ito yun if you're not defending the punches, you're just getting your head smashed all the time. It would be very unwise to continue fighting. So I hope that everyone could learn a lot from this video. Whether how to attack from the top, how to defend from the bottom, how to utilize the space, how to guard recovery, standing up, framing, everything. So we are all reliving the moment. So nakikita nyo naman ngayon, ever since Edward started his career, he was just all about putting down pressure. That has been his game. There's nothing Caloy could have done here any differently. Knee on the belly. He was eating a lot of punches. If he survived the round, or if he went to the second round, and the outcome would be the same. So again, let's replay it halfway through. Ayan. So everyone, who's gonna watch and listen to this video, control. Everything is all about control. Now, when it comes to MMA, wrestling plays a huge part. Now, if you watch this sequence here, see, once you get into a top position, you have to maintain that position first. Okay, once you maintain that position, then you start attacking. So as you can see on that sequence, Edward got the takedown, went to top half guard, and then went for a crossface. These are simple things. These are very small details, pero they go a long way. So he went for the crossface, then started framing on Caloy's chin. Now what happens is when you frame your forearm on the chin, it keeps the head down. If your opponent's head is down, he cannot stand up, he cannot turn to his side, you have total control of his body, you can rain down punches and attack. So pretty much Edward was doing the same. Now when it comes to punching range, this is something takes a lot of drilling and practice. Syempre, I don't want everyone to just keep punching na you'll end up punching air. So sayang. So your hands have to meet their target. So I mean, let me know what you think. Get to know the feels of this fight, and please, again, thank you so much for everyone who's commenting on the fights that they want to see. If you have links, please send them to me, and I would be more than happy to break them down for you. But at least we get to have a better appreciation of breaking down old fights. And again, this was 2008, 2009, and this was the level of MMA that we had. Diba? So now we see the evolution of the sport, how it has improved, how the techniques have evolved, and the level of fighters that we have. And it all began with these two individuals. I mean, during the time that everyone wanted to fight in their weight classes, these two individuals, Eduard Folayang and Caloy Baduria, decided now we are the best at our division. I mean, let's just cross over. So props to both fighters. Biggest set of balls in Philippine MMA during that time. And that's it. So everyone, thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you on the next breakdown. Bye-bye.